So for my day job, I do IT work. I am a former barista. Obviously love coffee. Good friend of mine, shout out to Nick for sending me the link. He found this video that it was a girl that made a coffee brewing PC and sent it to me, said, think this would be a good React video for you to do, so I'm gonna see what it's about.
Here's the deal. I love coffee. Like, making that first pot of coffee in the morning is one of the highlights of my day. Just the smell of it, the little drippy drip sound it makes, it's just the sound of happiness. And then lunch comes around and I just want a single cup of coffee. Like, I'm an addict, sure, but like, I have some limits. It's just that process of getting up, having to do all the steps to make just a fraction of a pot of coffee that seems so unnecessary. There has to be a better way. And there is. It's called a coffee machine. They make single cups of coffee from little pods, or they grind the beans or whatever. But the problem with those is they are very huge and clunky. And also, I don't like the coffee pod things. It doesn't taste very good to me, okay? And so I had the great idea, and I'm definitely not gonna regret this, to try and build a coffee machine that makes a single cup of coffee straight into my computer.
Okay.
I'm a little skeptical, not gonna lie. If I'm gonna be able to do this at all, I have to break it down into two separate tasks: the functionality and the aesthetics. The aesthetics is definitely my comfort zone, which makes me think I should probably start with the functionality. In terms of functionality, there's basically two main goals. One, since I'm building a computer from scratch, it has to work as well a computer in terms of performance, heat, all that stuff, no compromises. And two, if this coffee machine is ever going to be used and not just be some weird party trick, one button has to
I just realized he's using
the beans, the filter,
spade
the coffee,
for a mic.
everything. Let me just show you how I'm imagining the system working. Here we have my coffee maker and my coffee bean grinder. My idea is, if we just take the coffee maker, remove the coffee pot, and instead we put a coffee mug in here. Then we take our coffee bean grinder, where you put the beans in the top, they come out into this container, but we ditch the container and instead we put the coffee bean grinder like this and sort of direct the beans into the filter and down in the cup.
All right.
And have a taste of this. That's good coffee. Okay, this might actually work. Interesting.
That's gonna take some ingenuity to get that to work, I think. I'm interested to see how this turns out.
Get off! Yeah. Now, I've been researching a bunch of different computer cases, and I think the safest bet is just going for the largest I could find. So this is it, the Obsidian 1000D Super Tower case. There's some pretty big modifications we have to do to this case to be able to mount everything securely.
Yeah.
Cutting metal is not my favorite pastime, but it's gonna be worth it. I'm just gonna do it, Martina. Chop, chop. Let's go. No idea where that went.
Safety glasses, come on.
Losing. Safety squint. I mean, it kind of fits.
Solid work so far. I'm liking it so far.
I ended up switching out the coffee maker with the one I have at home because it's easier to control the on-off button with an Arduino, and also we can actually disable the hot plates. Kind of important because you don't want it to just radiate heat inside the PC after the coffee is done. So yeah, cool. New coffee maker. Anyway, I think we managed to do most of the major modifications that we have to do to this case. We got rid of that fan rack in the front. It is now cut on the sides here, so it's completely open to reach the coffee maker and the filter. Yeah. We also managed to make a hole at the top here for the bean cup, and also cutting off this part of the grinder itself. Before I actually fasten these machines to the inside of the case, I just want to make sure that I can actually control every step of the process. Like the bean grinder, no problem. It will just grind the beans for 1 cup and stop by itself. But the coffee maker, on the other hand, it will just keep boiling water. As long as there's water in the tank, it will be boiled. Which means it will just like flow into the computer and make it an underwater world, and we don't want that. So our task is to figure out how long we have to leave the coffee maker on for before we turn it off, because it has no self-control. It needs our help. We have the time. From a completely cold state, this is the amount we get in 1 minute, 20 seconds. I just want to do one final test manually to test everything. So let's first of all put the beans in the top. So step 1, grind the beans. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Coffee machine. 3, 2, 1. That should be the perfect amount of coffee. Oh, hell yeah, it's the perfect amount, baby!
Nice.
For the taste test. Oh my god. Perfect amount of coffee. The only thing that might cause a little bit of a problem is that when the water vapor gets up into the tube that is connected to the coffee bean grinder, it kind of makes it sticky on the inside, which may cause the coffee to like stick to the inside of the tube. I'm not quite sure if it's actually gonna end up being a problem though, but I think I'm just gonna 3D model a little bracket for it, which might improve it a bit. And I also have to make a bracket for the coffee bean grinder, some brackets for the coffee maker, a little cup holder to lift the cup closer to the filter, and probably some other little bits and pieces to puzzle this thing together. So I think it's time to put my 3D modeling skills to the test. I can't wait to finally just stick them in there permanently.
Do like a 93 or 45 and have a vent at the top of the vapors. That's a cool PC. She's just straight up got multiple 3D printers. That's cool. There we go. Okay, I'm liking it. That's looking pretty cool.
Here we go!
Okay.
Dude, look how freaking cool this looks. I mean, it looks so legit with all the tubing and custom brackets and everything just fitting together as they should. Freaking love it. Let me just show you everything. So up here, we have the bean cup, nice and secured in place. Then right next to it, we have a little lid. Wait. A little lid that sits nice and securely on top of a little funnel that goes down into the water tank, led by this nice hardline tubing that is actually, you know, meant for computers. Then from the bean cup, it goes into this pretty glass funnel, into the filter, through this little bracket right here. So I put a little bit of an angle on it, which I think might help a bit with the vapor escaping up into the tube. Then probably the most complicated piece is this bracket for the bean grinder. I think it turned out really nice and secure in the end. like the end of it right here is just bolted to the case itself. So that thing is going nowhere. And then finally down here we have some brackets for the coffee maker. That's also really nice and secure. And this little cup holder right here that just fits the cup so perfectly, so satisfying. And that is the Franken coffee machine in all its glory. I just want to do one final test before moving on, just to like calm my nerves. Like, I know it should work, it's just, it's good to test along the way. And also it's an excuse for me to get a cup of coffee.
Any excuse for a good cup of coffee.
It's so good.
Nice.
Since we confirmed everything is working, let's now try to control everything with electronics. So we're basically just going to use an Arduino to be the brains of the operation. We have these little relays to turn on and off both the coffee maker and the bean grinder. We have a button to trigger everything. And finally, we have this ultrasonic sensor that sits right here. That's going to detect if there is a coffee mug in place, it will turn on. If there's no mug, nothing happens. Oh, and we'll probably have some LEDs in place here too. Solder time. My favorite.
I've never played around with Arduinos. I've done a little bit with the Raspberry Pi.
Okay, coffee mug. So now all I have to do is to click this.
Hopefully.
3, 2, 1. No.
Oh no.
I found the error.
Found the bug.
Okay, nice.
Take two.
Again, take two. No?
Wait.
I'm sorry.
Take three.
Hey!
There we go. It's on?
It's on?
Yes. It's promising. Let's hope it stops in time. Stop.
I think about now would be a good time to stop.
It did.
There we go. Nice.
It works. Oh, the relief.
I feel like they could sell something like this.
Made with no manual labor, only electronics. It's beautiful.
That is.
Okay. We're gonna finally spend some time making this pretty. This is my favorite step, the most satisfying step. So one of the main materials is gonna be these paint stirring sticks, which are surprisingly pretty. Like, I have no idea why they look so nice and made from this nice wood. Like, this whole bag was $10. I'm gonna use these as detailing both on the inside of the case and the outside. And I really wanna give this that like warm wood feeling with some orange lighting, maybe even put a plant in here. All right, guys, this is the best part. Let's freaking go.
She is so excited. I love it. Okay, that does look pretty nice. There we go. Man, it must be nice to have a workshop that has all those kind of features like that. Oh, that's... Okay. There we go. Smart idea to use the magnets. Make it easier for maintenance. I'm intrigued to see how this... Okay. I'm liking the music too. That's pretty good. There we go. patrons, I guess it is. Okay, that's a cool touch. Nice. Okay. Coming together. I like the slow-mo touch to it. That's pretty good. There we go. Okay. Man, this is coming together pretty good. Oh, look at there.
It's complete. I think the wood turned out so much better than I expected, honestly. Oiling them just made them such a rich, nice color, and I'm confused still. Like, why? I will hoard these forever now. And also, for aesthetical purposes, we have added some LED filament up here and down here. They just really give off this nice, cozy glow. And also, I've 3D printed and modeled this coffee filter holder down here, just so we can keep everything like in one space. So we have a complete coffee making station. Perfect. Yeah. So for the airflow and stuff here, because I know someone's gonna ask about the airflow, we have two 1400mm fans up here for intake, two 1200mm fans back here, also for intake, and finally two more fans in the front here for the exhaust. So the air is just gonna move through the case in this direction. So honestly, I don't think airflow is gonna be a problem. It's just gonna whoosh straight up the case. It's gonna be fine. It's a big boy. Like, we're good. I also added this little plant, you know, to make it nice and cozy in here. Let's plug it in.
There we go. You love to see a project come together.
It's so much brighter than what I expected. I mean, I knew since we put so many LEDs in here, but oh, it's so cozy. Oh, and I forgot to tell you about this little progress bar down here, because Hans has coded into the Arduino a little progress bar that would go up when the coffee is brewing, and then turn green once the coffee is complete. Very fancy.
A nice touch.
I want to take the computer, move it to my desk, put it in its proper home, and then it's coffee time. Let's see if I can move this on my own.
No. that I can tell you that case alone is probably pretty good.
It's not happening.
No.
It's just, it's really heavy.
Even if you could, I would think that would need to be a two-person job.
Just a little bit.
I could probably move it by myself, but I wouldn't want to move it by myself.
Wall between us.
It is a wall. Oh my god.
Okay.
It's huge. Oh, it looks...
The aesthetic goes good with the wall of the office. That's good.
I like how it matches our overall.
Oh my, it's even the same color. Okay, we got everything plugged in. I have a screen. I have a very nice matching pink keyboard and mouse. I'm also gonna attach the side panels later on the case itself. I just wanna make sure everything is working before I do that. So now it's finally time to do a full test run. I haven't actually run everything at once, so I'm a little nervous, but hopefully it's all gonna be fine. So first of all, water. Let's just fill it all to the top. There's something so satisfying seeing it floating down the tube like that. Now, of course, we gotta refill the bean cup.
I mean...
Okay, we try again.
There we go.
Perfect. And now, coffee filters into a nice little holder. So satisfying. Everything's now in place, so let's just pretend I just had lunch. I'm very full, I'm satisfied, except I want one single cup of coffee. So I sit down at my desk, turn on the computer. So now all I have to do is take this out, grab a filter, put it back in, and press play. Oh no! we forgot our cup, but don't worry because it's not gonna turn on unless there's a mug in there because of the ultrasonic sensor. So now when I put my mug back in and then I press play, everything's gonna work. Hopefully. Please.
Hey, there we go.
Oh, it's so cool to see the beans just funneling, just shooting down. And now the coffee maker should turn on.
Okay.
There we go. And see, we even made this timer. So it's gonna
That's
go up all
nice
the way
touch.
until the coffee is done. And once it's done, it's gonna glow bright green. And now we wait.
That's cool.
Should be done soon. There we go. There we go.
Nice.
Nice. And now I
That's
finally have my cup of coffee without having to go to the kitchen. Of course, a little taste test.
There we go.
So good. It's so much better than kitchen coffee.
Oh.
This coffee is the best coffee.
There you go.
This is not gonna be like my main coffee machine. I'm still gonna make the full pot in the kitchen in the morning, but use this for my like 1 cup of lunch coffee. And I have to say, it's working really well, at least for now. You know, I'm gonna give myself a little tap on the shoulder, you know? It works, Martina. Nice.
Nice.
I guess we'll see a couple of months down the line how it's working then. We can post about it on Instagram, give a little update. But there is still one more thing we have to do, and that is, of course, to attach the side panels. And then we're done. So let's go fetch the side panels and just smack them on there.
There we go. Oh, that's
Oh my god, that's it! A computer that can also make coffee.
that's cool.
Oh my god, I love
like
this
it.
thing. Anyway, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope you found this enjoyable and interesting, maybe kind of weird. And of course, a huge thank you to our patrons for continuing to support us. You're freaking awesome. And now, it is finally time! Let's have a look at the final result!
Nice. That really is a cool project. Part of me wants one of those. That's just really cool. Wow. That's some really good craftsmanship, I will say. That is, like, the whole thing, like planning it out, prototyping, that was really fun to watch. Yeah, so that was a really fun video to watch. That's a great project. Turned out great. Wouldn't mind doing more of these if there's some really cool coffee projects out there to watch and react to. I may have to do some searching to see if I can find some if this video does well enough. I like it. Really cool. Functional. Good job on that. I will catch y'all in the next one.